Hello and welcome. Yes, this is awkward. I read somewhere, my name's Kathy A, by the way, and if you haven't subscribed, please do, and hit the bell, like the video, because I can use all the help I can right now. Anyway, this is a bra. The history of the bra is kind of interesting. If you ever go on Wikipedia, look it up because it's very interesting. I'm not going to tell you about it now, but it does date back for quite a while. They used to wear like jewelry, crisscross things back in the Greek era, and then the Romans, they didn't like large-breasted women because that represented getting old. So the young girls used to wear these bands, very constrictive bands across, and this is like Romans, you know, way back, way back. But modern day bras, like this thing, were invented actually in the 1890s. There were patents put out. The very first one was kind of rudimentary. It was really just a little bit of a corset with, and of course France, you know, they came up with it. But it was like a corset bottom, and then it had a top with straps, and that was like 1879-ish, around there. Anyway, a bust supporter was one of the original bras, and they have modified it over time, and it was kind of interesting. A woman with the last name of Flint, Olivia Flint was her name, she patented a kind of a modern day bra. And she also introduced rubber thread. She called it rubber thread in 1889. That was actually elastic, and elastic has of course changed our clothing forever because elastic is, you know, it makes a little give in things. It gives a little, you know, pull, so we have some room here. And I think it's a great addition to clothing in general. I mean, undergarments and even our jeans and everything have elastic in them now. So the very first major women's foundation company was in the late 1800s, early 1900s, and that was the Maiden Form Company. Maiden Form for maiden. Hello. To be called products and packaging. This is packaging products. Okay. Maiden Form introduced mass-produced bras. They had been handmade up to then. People were just sewing handkerchiefs together and tying them around their neck, almost in a halter style, and that was kind of a popular thing to do in the 1920s. But in the 1930s, there was this big upsurge in girls going to college, and it was the beginning of kind of a new era for women. And they came out with the sizing in the 1930s. The pendulousness, that was their word, not mine, pendulousness and size of a woman's breasts were correlated with alphabetical letters A, B, C, and D. And they started to make different size cups, and then in the back, they started to do a hook and eye combo of 3 to 4 different positions where you could put and adjust this band size so that it would fit people better. Sizing wasn't all that great back in the 1930s. And in the 1940s, the very first underwire bra was created by none other than Howard Hughes. He was in a movie with Jane Russell, and he created something that had steel plates underneath it, and then the bra was on top. It was to keep her breasts, her very voluptuous breasts, up high, and it was the very first underwire bra. And they have since modified that pattern that he had, but I mean, he didn't just do the airplane thing. I thought it was kind of an interesting little piece of history there. But women have always kind of struggled with bra sizes and bras. My mother worked in a foundation store in the 1950s, and it was all lift and separate, you know, and they had this kind of, looked like a couple of big ice cream cones sticking out, and they used to call them sweater girls. Used to wear the sweaters with their little ice cream cone breasts sticking out of them. Over the years, I think a lot of us have made a mistake with our sizing. We wear a bra that's kind of comfortable, and then we started to outgrow it. So what did we naturally do? We went to the next band size. So say if you, and this is hypothetical, say if you were a 40D. If you started to get a little big, you maybe changed size, maybe you just had a baby, you know, there's all kind of things that go wrong. You had surgery, whatever. You thought, well, I'll go to a 42D, and that'll be the next size up. Well, it's not necessarily the best way to do it, and this is why they say that 80% of women are wearing the wrong sizes, because we don't really know how to measure or to size ourselves properly for undergarments. And it's not really something, unless you are brave enough to go into like a Nordstrom's or the now defunct Victoria's Secret, who had just filed for bankruptcy, and have some person measure you, which I'm just too shy. I'm too shy to have that done. My friend did have it done, but they added all of these alphabet letters on top of the D's. It went to F's and E's, and it went to G's and I's and H's, and then actually K's and L's, believe it or not. So those upper letters are not familiar to most of us, because in the 1960s, I think when we were first getting our first AA bras or A bras, we didn't know, you know, those kind of letters were, you know, that was like way out of our league. You know, we would never, I made fun of those things. I'm, look at this, look, you know, we make fun of it. I'm certain I would make fun of my own garment now. I'd be like, whoa, yeah. Now, there is a company called Third Love, and I saw them first on Thrift Thick, Cassie on Thrift Thick. She's a larger boned lady, and she was looking for a larger bra that would fit, and she was talking about this company, and so I went to their website and I took their little questionnaire test. And what they have you do is try on your regular bra, and I have the wrong size on purpose. And they ask you a series of questions about how that one fits. And they ask you, how old is it? Is it 2 years old? Is it 6 months old? Did you just buy it? You know, is it brand new? And how does it fit you? Do you seep over the edges? Do you come out of the cups in the front? Does this breastbone place, does this part in the center hit the breastbone? Because if it doesn't hit the breastbone, that means you have the wrong cup size. You are in the wrong size. And on the sides, if you are seeping over or if it's digging into you, you are wearing the wrong size. If the straps are falling off all the time and you've got it on the highest level, you have it up here somewhere, you are in the wrong size. If the back is riding up and the front is kind of slumped down, you're wearing the wrong size. So, the natural feeling when you go up a size is you think, oh, I should go up to the next band size because I got wider, so that's a wider size, so I'll do that. I can't possibly have grown breast size. You don't think like that, but that's probably not the case. So what you have to do for, if you're going to measure, this is how you would measure. So the first measurement you're going to have is going to be your waistband size. This is the size, like if it's 38D or 40D or 42D, this is where you get that measurement. And it used to be a very complex mathematical equation, it seemed. You had to add 3 or subtract 2. whatever. So this has to be tight, and you know, I'm just gonna say a number. I'll just say 36, okay? 36. So 36, and you're measuring up along the top here, and then if you want, you can measure underneath. You can measure underneath to get your waistband. You're going to get a closer measurement to the actual band. Now that's 36 and a half on that way. So between 36 and 36 and a half. So they ask you, what is that measurement? You put it in, and they will then say, well, what is the breast measurement? And then what you do here with the breast measurement is you measure around the roundest part, and you get, you know, that figure is what you would put in, put like 44 or whatever, and then it will do the calculation for you and tell you you are a 38G, and that is a lot different than 40D or 42D. So you can go onto the Third Love website, and you can fill in all of the questions, and I'm just going to show you what the questions are so you're prepared. It'll say, you know, how old is the bra you're wearing, does it have gaps, does it, you know, hurt on the side, do the shoulder straps dig into you, which notch on the back, like which one of these series do you latch into where it's most comfortable, where it fits you. And they take all of this stuff into calculation and into mind, and they not only tell you, they'll ask you also too what the shape of your breasts is, and that's kind of a freak show. Boy, I tell you, they show you all these pictures of 100 different pairs of breasts that are shaped all different, and you pick out the one that looks like you. So just hypothetically, I put Belle down, and you'll see, you know, with my answers, what they finally said to me was the best style and the best size for me, based on how my present bra fits, and, you know, whether it's too tight or too loose, and whether the shoulders hurt, or whether I spill out, and if the breastbone piece touches my breastbone. And they will. So, what I got from Third Love, I did order one, and when the box arrived, I thought, I didn't order a pair of boots. You know, I was like, what the heck is this? So this is from Third Love, and I'm going to tell you, this, I'll be darned if it didn't fill the whole box. This is the bra they sent me. Hello, oh my God. Oh. And it says the best bra is the one you never think about. That's their motto. I like this company a lot. I think their bras are a little expensive. They run between $68 and $76. They gave me a code to get, I think, 10 bucks off if you want to use it. But what I would do is I would screenshot a picture of the bra that they recommend, and then I'd look on Amazon to see if I could get a little cheaper. But anyway, this is a well-made thing. They have the straps that are accordion-like. They have really good construction. There isn't underwire here. It is padded because nobody wants high beams on a 62-year-old, okay? When I was a disco queen, high beams was just fine on the disco floor, but when at work or something like that, I don't want to be in high beams, okay? So I got a padded one. I like the padding. I like the Modesty, yes. So it's a great bra. It fits perfectly. It doesn't dig into my shoulders, but the main thing is this center piece fits right into my breastbone. I don't think about this bra when I have it on. And you know how many times you have come home and the first thing you want to do is the old flash dance under the shirt, pull it out of the sleeves, take that bra off, you know, you've got your shirt and you flubber out. You just, it's like flubber out. There's a word. But I mean, it's so uncomfortable to wear a bra, and this is comfortable. When you are wearing the right size bra, it's comfortable. So I'm going to tell you that right now. So if you are wearing the wrong size bra, this should help you with that. There's also, you know, the styles aren't really all that boring either. I've got this kind too, where you get, you know, again, I get the padding from Modesty, and I've got, you know, the straps go up. And then the size, you know, you've got the kind here that's this, and I'm going to show you some pictures of other ones. There's some really nice, sexy kind of underwear you can wear. You don't have to have them all look like they're, you know, industrial. Okay, so I hate high beams. I really do. I can't stand, I'm uncomfortable around people who have high beams, and I don't like to have high beams. So when I got this bra, it's cute style, it's cute, it fits me perfectly, but hello, you know, I don't want this. So you can go to any fabric store, and over where they sell the zippers and the shoulder pads, they sell these things. And you can just put this right on in here, you can sew it in, and you've got your coverage for your Modesty, so you're not in high beams. And there's different types. You can use a triangle. I prefer this kind, but there is triangle type, and there's different sizes depending, you know. I like the larger size because you've got more coverage. You don't want to be peeking underneath it if you're, you know, moving around in there. So these are great. Now another thing I'd love to tell you about is bamboo bra liners. I know that when I am in a heat outside, I sweat really bad, and usually larger breast women have this problem. So these are bamboo fabric liners, and bamboo fabric is absolutely probably one of the best materials that I've ever, I have bamboo sheets that are just amazing. Anyway, what you do with this is you put it right under your bra, like this. And your bra holds it in, and it absorbs any sweat, and you've got this piece on the inside that takes the sweat out of the center of your breast. And this just, it stays up, and it keeps the wire from digging into you too. So it's kind of a twofold thing. These are size large. I wouldn't go any larger than a size large because they're quite long. They're washable. I've already washed this a couple times, but especially in a hot, humid summer, these are wonderful. And they are bra liners, and you get a pack of 3 of them, I think, for like, I don't know if it's 20 bucks or whatever. It's well worth it. Well worth it. And I've been using this one and just washing it. So, and the whole double thing where, you know, you put it underneath, and the way it fits on you, it holds it itself, but just holding that sweat, keeping that sweat from getting onto your clothes, keeping the wires from digging into your skin, it's just a wonderful little addition. And I didn't know if you knew about that, but I thought I would mention it. So the bra fitting, They ask you the questions and make sure that you understand, that everything's supposed to fit correctly. Have a look at your bras. And, I know it's one of those things you don't like to invest in, but you really should. Most really good bras will cost you over $50. If you go to Walmart, they don't go past a certain size. I know Target doesn't go past, I think, double D. They won't go past there. And Kohl's, they do have one style in a G, but it's a thin, very thin thing. And you really have to go online, and there's a couple of good companies that do sell bras, but you really need to find your size first. Now, Third Love does let you return a bra if it doesn't fit you. You can return it, but they don't return your shipping cost. So you have to pay for the box. And if you return it to them, you can exchange it for a different one, but you have to pay the new shipping cost, and you've lost the shipping cost from the other one. So it's like 20 bucks there that you lost. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful for you, and I hope you size your bra correctly. If you want to use my link to the Third Love site, you can get $10 off your order. No pressure there. Because, it's just good to take their quiz and see the size you are. And it might be different than what you are. And then there are places, I know that Nordstrom Rack has that size. I know sometimes you can find it in TJ Maxx or Burlington Coat Factory. But online is usually where you get that, and Amazon does have some fairly good pricing on the larger size bras that you wouldn't find normally in the shop. So, awkwardly yours. I hope you're having a wonderful week and have a beautiful day. Take care. Doodles.